Hey, here's a question I've been wanting to ask. I know I got to throw this. How close are you to winning the world title? Were you ever in that mix?
Yeah. So WrestleMania 23 Ford Field, I won the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then fast forward, I had said in a promo that I was going to wait until WrestleMania the following year and cash it in.
Yeah.
That was the plan. I mean, there were, at the time, there really weren't many plans. It was just sort of
plodding along.
Yeah, and people get injured, people get in trouble.
Move the pieces
things
around.
happen, but I cut that promo at the very least. And so I've got the briefcase. Taker's the title, or Taker's the champ.
Right.
And one night after a SmackDown, I got a phone call from Nabes, from Michael Hayes.
Oh,
Michael Hayes called me.
Yeah.
Said, "Where are you? The boss needs to see you in his office." So I go to the office, and Batista was coming out at the time that I was walking in, and he just gave me a big hug, and he was like, just patted me on the back. Well, what's that all about?
Yeah.
And I walk in, and he says, "All right, well, we wanted Taker to be the champ for a really long time. He's tore his biceps, got to have surgery. We need to get the title off him. So next week, we're going to have you come out and cash in your briefcase, and you're going to be the new champ." And he laid out this on Taker, and he laid out this whole scenario where I wasn't just going to beat him. Obviously, he was going to be involved in a match, like a cage match, which he was going to barely squeak out a victory, and then somebody else was going to come out and do some more damage, and then I was going to come in and basically pick the bones, cash it in, top him 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And so that night, I went out with Michael Cole and Mark Carrano, which we weren't really super tight. I think it was just we happened to be in the lobby at the same time, and you want to go grab a couple drinks? Sure. And they happened to know. They were in the know that this was going to happen. And so they were buying shots and stuff and toasting. And I remember I'm not superstitious, but I remember thinking it hasn't happened yet. We shouldn't be celebrating something that hasn't happened.
Right.
So then the next week we were in Poughkeepsie. We did a double shot in the same building. And the first show we did this 8-man tag. And I remember Batista pulled me out of the corner, gave me pulled my arm, gave me a short clothesline. Yeah. I went down, I felt something pop in my triceps. And it was kind of like this. I rolled out and immediately it was like that, where the color was already coming and it was really getting, and I remember Fit was standing right there and he was like, "That doesn't look good." And I went,
exactly what you want to hear.
Well, that doesn't look good. And so fast forward that night, Hornswoggle drove me to the ER. I got an MRI, and then I went and I waited in my hotel room. Stephanie called me the next day, and she said, "Ken, you tore your triceps off the bone.
Oh, shit.
You're going to have surgery. You're going to be out for 8 to 10 months. Unfortunately, though, we still need to get the title off of Taker. So we're going to have Vince's jet is going to come and pick you up. We're going to send a car. You're going to go meet Vince's jet. The jet's going to fly you to Penn State for Raw tonight. Edge is going to challenge you for the briefcase, and then Edge is going to go on and do what you were supposed to do with Taker."
Jeez.
Okay. And I remember thinking at the time, there isn't any other way you could get the title off him. It has to be this way. I got a year to cash this in. Even if I'm gone for 10 months, I can come back
and cash
it in, But I just, whatever. Business is business. And I went, I did the thing. I remember Vince was like, "What can you do?" Not much. I could barely move my arm, so they taped it up, padded it all up, and I just had Edge jump me out of the curtain and beat me up all the way to the ring, throw me in, ring the bell, spear, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty much how it went down. Next day, I go down I'm in Birmingham, Alabama for
James Andrews.
James Andrews, right? I'm sitting on his table, and he literally was like this, and he was like, "That's not a tear. That's not a tear. No, that's not a tear." And he was like, "You can tell when there's a tear, you can feel
Yeah.
like a hole there.
Sure, you have a gap,
There's
right.
nothing there. Like everything's intact. That's not a
Right.
tear. But he couldn't find my MRI, so I had to do another MRI, which sucks. I'm
Yeah.
claustrophobic a little bit. And I hate.
Especially back to back like that, right?
Yep.
A couple days apart.
Luckily, there's an open MRI where it's open on the sides, and
Right.
that was the one I was able to do. But yeah, sure enough, comes back a couple hours later. It was just a large hematoma. It was just a bunch of broken blood vessels.
Oh my God.
And he's like, "You'll be back in like a month." And it was really, really painful. Though. I will say, like, it felt like it, that internal bleeding or whatever.
Yeah.
It felt like my skin was gonna. At one point, I wanted to like just stab
Lance
it.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, like that was.
What a rib.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this really, we'll call it the sweepstakes blow in,
Yep.
and then you get this
Yep.
shitty, the receipt for it, right?
Yeah, right.
Here they're going to pay for it.
Pull the rug out.
Ever back in that running again?
Yeah, I think so. I had some. I was still working with that caliber of guys, and I had some good matches and had some good opportunities.
Sure.
Never really I had matches for the world title, but nothing where I was ever gonna like go over for it or anything like that.
And especially somebody the stature of Taker, right? You're gonna no matter how you go over on it. It's, wow, it's a crazy story. You kept telling me it's a crazy story. I always tell people, like, it's not that I'm disinterested in the business. When I'm home as a single dad, I'm not getting on the computer. Hey, what's on Facebook today or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We joked about that yesterday with the, hold on, let me tell you, I'm doing right now in the world, right? Because I'm so important.